And I know that, this time of the year, it's usually hectic since it's students are back. And I know, Dr. Lynn, are you here for, is it holidays?
Yes, it's currently my summer vacation, and I decided to come and spend some time in the icy cold Cape Town.
Yes. So for us, it's now hectic. We are,
Yes,
back at work.
okay.
Yes. So colleagues, I'm supposed to be sharing the agenda. I'm not sure if you can see it. And sincere apologies for not sharing it on time as well. Is it visible? Okay, I see. All right, thank you so
Yes.
much. Um, right. So without wasting any more time, we haven't received any apologies from Larshan. He's probably running late because he did accept the meeting. Um, and we are basically everyone is here. Okay, Larshan is now saying that he cannot join the Zoom, cannot open the link for some reason.
Can you try on a different browser?
Okay, thanks a lot. All right, so it's a technical issue that he's struggling with. So colleagues, just to give you a bit of an update. Last week we had a Liasa board induction. So some of the items on the agenda are emanated from the discussion that we had from the meeting, from the induction, sorry, last week. As a sector, as we had a meeting that brief meeting that we had with the Liasa president, Charlie Molepo, where he indicated that we need to then continue with the interim committee so that we can ensure that the Liasa activities continue. Then we will have an opportunity to vote and nominate for a new committee at the Liasa conference that will take us forward to the coming year. So basically, as a sector, what we firstly need to do is to develop our terms of reference for the sector, so that we have some guidelines, something similar to the constitution, but something not that formal, just the terms of reference, our remit for the sector. And the president also suggested that we can start working on those terms of reference just to save time for ourselves. We can work on them and present them at the conference for adoption purposes. But the floor is open for comments and recommendations on this item, colleagues. Can we start working on the terms of reference now, so that we have some draft at the conference to present to the members? Yes, Ingrid?
Okay, I know I've said this a few times. I did ask several times in the various meetings and sort of over the time about how the sector was going to work. I mean, you know that yes, there's a sector chair. I mean, you're sitting on the board, but what about the team? And the constitution, the new constitution is silent on that, and I'm concerned that there's a that and this is probably not really a conversation for here, but it actually does need to be included under the, I don't know, interest groups is the wrong thing. The sector grouping. There does need to be something there. I'm to kind of say that there is a committee, because right now the way the constitution looks like, it's like the sector chair is going to be doing everything, we know that that's not the intention or even feasible.
Mm.
So the Constitution itself is silent. So it does need that also needs remedy at the conference. I mean, sort of, so an extra subsection or something like that to take into account that there is a committee supporting sector chair. But yeah, I think you're right. We can probably start working on the sector terms of reference, and it can be something really simple, and an adoption, a summary of the Constitution. The sort of preamble bit. But I just wanted to say there is something in the Liasa Constitution has to include about the committees. Because that was an omission, and it was a glaring omission and I certainly had asked. It's a glaring omission in our in the Constitution. But I'm very happy. I'm very happy that there is some that it's not Tina on her own.
Yes, because I don't think it would have been possible for the sector chair to actually, embark on this journey without, some sort of a committee to support in terms of the activities that we need to also embark on as a sector. This is something that can also be presented at the board to say that this is something that has been raised. You mentioned, Ingrid, that you've asked this is not the first time that you are asking this, but it's something that is really of, it really needs to be reflected on the Constitution going forward. Dr. Lynn?
Hi, thanks. I agree with Ingrid. And then I just wanted to add the last HELIG committee had a terms of reference, and I just wanted to suggest that maybe we can, as a starting point, look at that and see how we can modify it. And then, yes, of course, we need the guidance, and so that we align to the Constitution. But that's just a suggestion, as starting out with the new terms of reference, that we work from that last terms of reference that we as a committee all signed.
Thank you very much for noting that, or bringing that up. I guess we can definitely use that as a starting point, like you are saying, and it will also save us time as well. And I'm sure there isn't really much change. The only thing we need to align it to the new Constitution
Sure.
as well. Yes.
Sure. That's exactly what I was thinking, that it will save a lot of time, if we just modify what we had, because colleagues will remember that we had talk about that, and I mean that's the most up-to-date terms of reference for as HELIG. So I think it would just be a good way to work from there.
Absolutely. I supported. Colleagues, your inputs on Dr. Lynn's recommendation to use the currently available terms of reference. Do we agree?
Supported.
Thank you so much, Larshan. Mr. Ramabina?
Supported.
Supported, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So will this be shared with us? Are there any documents that all of us need to access? Because I suppose as the HELIG committee, you might have had some sort of a platform where you were sharing your documents.
Yes, for sure. And that was a question I wanted to pose during this meeting as to how, yes, what's the best way. We never discussed really a handover yet or anything. During this time, everything was on hold. But yes, certainly we have documents and we worked very well with a working document, which is a Google document. And that's where all our activities, drafts, and things are included. So I just need some way forward as to how you would like me to share, hand over, etc.
Lebohang, I'm not sure if you can assist here, but I don't think it will be a problem in terms of sharing the documents. Can you also come in here?
Sorry, Dina, please type in the chat. I'm on a call with a member. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry.
Noted.
Maybe just a follow-up question, colleagues. I don't know because there's the MyLiasa platform. I'm not sure. Are we still using that? Would that maybe be an option just to upload everything there?
As I did not have access to the platform, but I don't think it will be a problem because it's the same platform that we are all using at the moment. So it shouldn't be a problem to continue using it for our documents.
Okay.
Yes, I just need to be granted access to that. Thank you. Mr. Ramabina?
Yes, thank you, Chair. Maybe also going forward, that platform on my Liasa, what the platform that Lina is talking about will be the best for us to start maybe putting all our documents there. It will be easier for everyone to access. We used it a bit. I think if we go to that platform now, we're going to find some of the discussions or the minutes or the invitations for the workshops that we organized. So maybe 2022 or 2021 for Helic and also for Etir. So they are available on that platform. And I think that would be the best platform for us going forward, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And it'll also help me as well just to see what has been done, what documents are also there that can also help to bring me up to speed as well. Thank you. Larshan, please go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. And good afternoon, colleagues. Sorry, I was struggling to get into Zoom. Sorry, through you, Chair. So the status quo of this committee for now will be from now until conference. Is that my understanding?
That's correct, Larshan.
Okay. So a new committee will be formed thereafter. Is that what we say?
Thereafter, yes.
Okay, no, that's fine. So it's just a transition from now to a conference.
Yes, this is just an interim committee to ensure that we, the activities for the sector continue as well.
Sure.
As you might have seen with the other branches, they are busy with activities, and even IGBIS as an interest group is continuing with the activities as well. So
Sure.
as a sector, we also need to hold the fort as
Sure.
well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thanks. I just wanted that understanding so that in terms of could this existing committee the existing committee has been now, Lynn, for 3 years, 4 years.
Since
So
2021.
I'm 2021.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the 4th year. So I'm just asking because that transition has to, because if from now till then, I don't think anybody has a challenge, but I'm just saying going forward, I think some of us would want to give other people a chance because we also inundated with other things as well. So so that's not, but it's understandable and it's supported for now, for me personally. Thank you.
Thank you so much. If we can just hold the fort from now until the conference.
No, that's fine.
Yes, thank you. Colleagues, I think we are done with item number 4, the sector terms of reference. We will be working on the available terms of reference that have been created for Haley. We just need to align them to the Liasa constitution. Discussion of committee activities and future plans.
I'm sorry, Chair. I'm sorry, Chair. I want to go back to the terms of reference. Sorry to interrupt you. In terms of the sector terms of reference, is there a specific template? Because we formed our own template. So is there a Liasa template for the terms of reference?
We do not have the template for the terms of reference. So it's something that if you didn't have anything prior, we were going to develop something of our own.
Okay, so I think it will be good if all the sectors have the same template. Maybe you can take it back to the
Absolutely.
board.
Yes.
So it's uniform.
Yeah, so
Thank
that
you.
it is uniform and standardized.
Yes, thank you.
All right, but we can just transfer the information that is already reflected on the current terms of reference for Heilig onto the new template. All right, thank you. Then discussion of committee activities and future plans. Colleagues, I think now we are left with only a few months until the conference, and as indicated, we need to have some activities as well. As you might have seen with, for example, ICBIS. ICBIS involves catalogers in various sectors. So as the academic and research libraries, we need to have some activities that we can work on. I'm not sure if there are any, or were there any planned activities, or were they halted based on the transition?
I'm going to respond to that and say that we halted everything, and as soon as we had the meeting that when we had the last rep council meeting, we just halted everybody just halted plans. So we didn't do anything at that point in time.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what, yeah.
So I think now we need to have a plan of action as to, identifying a few activities that we can just run with, and this will also speak to item 6, communities of practice, according to Article 13 of the Constitution. But we can discuss or engage that when we get to that. Yes, Dr. Lynn?
Sorry, I was just going through that working document now, the Google document, and just trying to share it in the chat so everybody can have a look. But in the report, the HELIC report presented at the last AGM in September 2023, there it's indicated some activities that we had as a wish list that we still wanted to do. So there's something that we can look at and decide if we still want to go forward with that. And colleagues, I just saw the one project that we agreed to, and I realized with everything going on and everybody being busy, we sort of forgot about it. As the last HELIC committee, we were planning to work on a little publication, just sharing our experience. And Larsen, as you mentioned, it was quite a long term for us with, if I think back to how we started and then where we are now, I think it's worth, trying again to work on that one. But yes, I'm open to assist where I can. I'm just reading Ingrid's message there. So yes, I'm just trying to share the link in the chat so colleagues can see. Sorry, I just wanted to mention that. that there's
Okay.
something at least that we thought about as upcoming events or activities that we wanted to do.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Then if, for example, there's someone that would like to, or someone that might have identified something new, we can also add onto the document, so that it doesn't have to be a lot of activities, colleagues, but we should at least have something as well, so that we can engage our sector. Thank you for the link, Dr. Lynn, to the document.
You're welcome.
All right.
And
So basically,
Chair-
yes, Larshan?
Sorry, I'm being rude. I'm not putting I don't know where I can't. Zoom is not my favorite. I don't know how to use Zoom properly. I use Teams every day, so I don't know how to use Zoom. Sorry. The one thing I would like us to do, I think the confusion amongst many of the members, old and new, and I mean old and new, I mean even people like Ingrid and myself at times were confused at what is the status quo of the sectors and how they're functioning. I think as an interim measure, if we could have a meeting, and even if Charlie is present in that meeting, would be good for each of the sectors. I'm not saying maybe HELIC, I mean not HELIC, the higher education sector can just meet with the membership, just to give them a brief overview of where we are and what we plan to do for the next few months. I don't know if that would work. Just to allay people's sort of doubts and fears as to what is the status quo of the sectoral involvement at this point in time. And I know that Lynn, in her term, also had a meeting once and asked them what they would like, asked the membership what they would like.
Great stuff. So it'll also help us in terms of identifying those activities that are actually addressing the needs of our membership.
Yes, and also it's to welcome you and for you to take the lead as the incoming sector chair.
Supported. I will engage with the LIASA office in scheduling a meeting in that regard.
I'm not sure how the team feels. I know the team can also answer here. I'm not sure if they feel that way.
Colleagues, your views. I remember there was at some point, this was also shared by Ingrid on our WhatsApp group. Mr. Ramabina?
Yes, thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. I support the idea. And also I wanted to say, Chair, so our sector now, so it combines both HELIC and RETIG, right?
Research, yes.
The research. And then in our last meeting for research, I remember what we discussed. We found out that there were lots of duplications between the two, HELIC and RETIG. And then we decided that when we start again, we must make sure that RETIG focuses on research. And then I remember one of the suggestions was that things like how to write a research proposal or chapter 2 of what. So actually the research proposal or chapter 1 or chapter 2 of a research what, it was our plan to be one of the first events for the year when we start again, to focus mostly on research, because a lot of activities, if you check 2021, 2022, were duplicating with what HELIC was doing.
Yeah, I also agree. I saw that. And what's nice is that now it's just one sector.
Yes.
Where all these libraries will be a part of this, and the activities will be basically in alignment with both these sectors. Ingrid?
It would be quite useful. I mean, Maripeni is straddling both interest groups. All but if we can actually have a reminder of that, and maybe some kind of a document or maybe some kind of a table where we can actually just put list all those activities, so we can see where the crossover was, because there was a lot of duplication of topics.
Mm.
I mean, there certainly was. But that we can actually pull sort of identify things. Marupeni, do you have I mean, sorry, this is going to be because Rhetoric wasn't one of my interest groups. There was a committee. You had a committee?
Yes, I was part of that committee. Yes.
So perhaps the committee needs to be part of this conversation as well, because that like all of us have come together to be. I know that might be. I don't know how many people there were, but I think that might be quite useful as the two interest groups literally have merged with this sector.
So
Okay.
I also reached out to Marupeni, seeing that he was a part of that committee, the Rhetoric. But he said that currently he's the only one. He was the only one left.
All right. Okay.
I wanted to
All right,
respond to
that
say,
that answers that.
Ingrid, I'm the only committee now. Yeah, they retired from the committee. The two we were three in that committee, and the two of them have retired. Now they told me that they served in that committee, I think, for 2 or 3 terms. So for now, I'm the last man standing.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So, Dina, my suggestion on point 5 was that if possible in these 2 months, maybe if you can look at one activity for Helic and then another one activity for Rhetoric, which
For
will follow, which
research.
will focus on research. Maybe 2, if we have time, we can even try 3 events. I think it will work. Thank you.
Okay, so basically we will just work on the Google document that was shared in terms of those activities. As Dr. Lynn has indicated that there were some activities that were in the wish list that never materialized. So we can just see, and also going back to Larshan's suggestion to say that how about we meet with the membership? So I think maybe one event and we meet with because I don't think we have much time left. We only have a few months left now, seeing that it's July now. So the sooner we have the meeting with the membership, the better, so that we can get away forward. But I don't think it will do any harm to just have one event or 2. Yes, Larshan?
I think, yeah, now that I'm hearing all the conversations, I just think maybe we can combine one with you just doing an introduction and having a guest speaker. So you do it at one function where you just have information with the membership.
This will save us time as well.
Yes, and then you have one more activity just before conference if you want to research.
Thank you.
Activity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dr. Lynn?
Yes, thanks, Larshan. I just typed in the chat. I recall we had something similar when we organized, clarity on Liasa and the professional status and things, and it was almost like a coffee talk kind of a session that we ran, and Anna-Marie, did a short presentation on that. So that's what I was thinking. Instead of a meeting with members, let's run it as a coffee talk session, and yes, then get maybe one presenter to just clarify where we are and what's the way forward in a way, but maybe that can work, a nice coffee talk revival.
Yes.
I see Ingrid.
That was
I like Ingrid's term there.
Yeah, the reboot.
Reboot. I don't know if you do recall, Dina, but this was one of the Helic
I remember, yeah.
very popular activity, and we have our own little, or had our own little cover for each one of that. So that was really popular among members because it was informal, and as much as we would sometimes arrange for a short presentation, but then we open it up for discussion, and yes, it's informal and members like that. So perhaps that's
Yeah,
a starting point.
Well, Dina knows
sure.
knows things in coffee talks because she's been at UFS. We have coffee talks, part of our
Okay,
London.
okay.
All right. Thank you. Thanks a lot, colleagues. So in this regard, we will just engage the Liasa office in terms of scheduling this engagement with the membership. So colleagues, moving forward to point number 6. This is also an item that emanated from the Liasa board induction. So basically, I'm going to share quickly a link to these declarations and communiques that were made at IFLA by the ministers declaring on aspects that the libraries will be contributing to. So I think now we, as a sector, we need to also find a way to fit ourselves in terms of, you know, finding ways for us to implement some of those items that have been highlighted in our own right as a sector. But this will also be done cascaded from the board and going down. But I thought that we should all be aware of this as a sector so that you don't also get surprised when we get such communication. But I'll also share a link in the chats as we go along to these declarations and communiques so that you can just go through at your own time. And if you identify an area that you think that as a sector we can really contribute, please do engage. We have various channels that we use for our communication as well. And I think we can also have a working document where we can just add some of the aspects that you think that as a sector, these are the things that we can really contribute as the academic and research libraries. Because some of those, if you look at those aspects that were highlighted, some of them are just, you know, hanging fruits that we can just take and implement as well. But as I've highlighted that the Liasa board is also working on this. So I thought that it would also make sense if we can also, you know, inform this committee of these plans as well. I'm not sure if there are any questions in this regard on item number 6, the declarations and communiques by made at IFLA.
Sorry, I just wanted to
So-
ask.
Oh, okay.
I just
Ingrid,
wanted
is
to
that
ask-
you?
Yes.
Okay,
sorry.
thank you.
I should have put my hand up.
No, it's fine.
AFLIA. How are we working with AFLIA?
I'm not sure if I'm hearing Ingrid.
AFLIA. Okay, I'll put it in the
Oh.
chat. Okay, how are we working with AFLIA?
So basically, currently, you know, in terms of engaging on activities, because as a professional body in the continent, it should also be aware of the activities that we are planning as a Liasa. But there is, you know, as far as the body is concerned, you know, I'm not sure how you were working with AFLIA before, Ingrid. How was everything done in terms of Heilig?
Okay, in terms of Heilig, Tabasing was the kind of representative at one stage, because there was
Mhm.
always Lynn and Lynn's got a hand up, and I'll defer to her in a moment. There was always a Chelsea rep. I mean, in the of the constitution, with the makeup of the HELIC committee included an AFLIA representative, who was in fact Tabasek. It was
Yes.
Tubby, and then somebody from Chelsea, who in fact by default ended up being Shalene. Because the idea was to have those kind of conversations, but I don't know that it actually worked the way that we thought it might. But I will defer to Lynn.
Okay, thank
Thanks.
you for that.
Yes, Ingrid, yes, how do I put this? That's exactly how we wanted to continue working, but you will see that in our working document for the entire term, we actually struggled to get the AFLIA rep, because at some point Ntabi could no longer participate, and I had approached quite a number of reps or members, AFLIA members, to invite them. And as things stand, we do not have an AFLIA rep as part of the committee. But yes, that was how HELIC was made up, of an AFLIA rep, Chelsea rep. But yes, that's what I can say from what we had tried to do during our term. But
Okay.
that, as it stands in the document, we do not currently have a rep on the committee.
Yes, officially those representatives, including the Chelsea one, they are not reflected in the
Yep.
official
And
or
also,
the old, let me just say the old, because currently, according to the new constitution, this interim committee does not exist. So,
yes, sorry. And thanks, Ingrid, for reminding. We struggled also to get a TVET rep. We wanted to really work closely with TVET colleges as well. It's really been a struggle. We've reached out, we've posted invitations and communications, and yes, unfortunately, it was a struggle. So in the last HELIC report, all of that is recorded. Yes, so that's just giving a background into the situation with the reps. Thanks.
okay. Thank you very much for that. It'll also help to, if moving forward we can knock on those doors, and particularly with the TVET as well, you might find that there are some librarians that are there that might benefit from this committee, and also having members within their institutions as part of LIASA as well, participating in LIASA activities, so that they can enhance the services within their respective institutions. So I think this is something that we really need to look into, having as well, because I think it's going to take this sector to greater lengths as well. Thank you for bringing that up, Ingrid, and also Dr. Lynn for giving that background. Thank you so much. It has been noted. Are there any questions or comments, colleagues? Right. So moving on with the agenda. Right. On communities of practice, as per the Constitution on Article 13, there is a committee that will be developed and also a representative that will be basically leading in terms of developing these communities of practice. Currently, we have ICBIS. ICBIS is one of the communities of practice that we currently have. So there will be a need for more. So there will be a person that will be responsible for ensuring that these communities of practice exist. They engage. They also have activities as well. These can be across sectors, for example, ICBIS. Others can be related to a particular sector as well. So this will also be dependent on the gaps or the needs that have been identifiable. For example, in terms of ICT, it's been a while. I'm not sure what happened to the ICT interest group. Remember, colleagues, we used to have that ICT interest group. So this is an example of a community of practice that we can resuscitate. Yes, Ingrid?
So so these communities of practice are not the same, because communities of practice was always part of LIASA. Not very active. In fact, I mean, there are 3 communities of practice that, for my sins, I was responsible for creating. One is around, well, Raymond and myself were responsible for creating 2 of them, which was the genealogy one and the Wikipedia one. And there is one then on information literacy. And those don't, so will those fall by the wayside? They need other energies. I mean, I'm happy to keep running with the Wikimedia projects one, which could be, I mean, it's not ICT. It's not ICT.
Sure. Sorry to interject, Ingrid. I can hardly hear you.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not sure.
All right.
hear
Is
you
that
now.
better? Is that better?
Yes,
Yes.
better.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I mean, so I mean, those are different sorts of communities of practice to the ones that you're talking about. Article 13, which is basically those, I want to call them, and I'm going to use the inverted commas, the operational interest groups. I know that they'll probably kill me. Operational interest groups. I mean, like ICTS. I mean, stuff that crosses across the sector. Let me put it that way. Things that cross the sector. They're not sectorial related.
Yes.
Does that?
Yes.
So there's
currently, under the new structure, we don't have any formalized communities of practices. So the committee that is responsible for these communities of practices will then make sure that these are formalized in a way, if I can put it that way, and also new ones that will be formed, because I'm sure there might be others you know, that we can also benefit from as a profession, as LIASA as a whole.
I'm going to say, yeah, like the Wikipedia.
Yes, absolutely.
You guys saw that coming, like, oh no, here she goes again. Yeah,
Absolutely.
But I mean, and that crosses sectors. In fact, I do see we previously last year we had wanted to actually have a conversation about Wikisource, and we could still do something on that line, but that's for a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I?
Oh, yes, please
Sorry,
go ahead.
Chi. I just wanted to, did I understand correctly? The COPs that Ingrid mentioned now, does this mean they fall away and we start new ones? Sorry, I just missed that
No,
point
no,
now.
they don't really fall away.
Mm.
Just like IGBIS, it doesn't fall away.
Okay.
Yes. But there will be new ones that will be formed based on the needs that will be identified, or the interest rather.
Okay.
Yes, or the
Thanks.
projects as well.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. All right. Thank you. And as I've highlighted, there will be there's a committee that will be involved in terms of ensuring that these COPs are functional as well. They are well marketed, functional, and there are also activities in place as well. Right. Any questions, comments? Thank you, Mr. Ramabina. Right, colleagues, I think we are almost done with our meeting. The last point there, I'm not sure if I forgot to ask in the beginning if there are any items that we would like to add on to the agenda, but we can just use the last item under general. So colleagues, on social media, I think now, but you can also share your recommendations as well, because we are still appearing as Heilig, if I'm not mistaken. Will it
Yes,
be
we are.
will it be possible for us to change into academic and research libraries? Just change the name there.
We'll have to have a look at how, Larshan, maybe you can look as well, how we can do that. I haven't seen if there's a way of, or maybe Lynn knows if there's a way of changing the name, because what we don't want to do is to lose what we
membership.
had there. But it's been bugging me as well that we shouldn't really be higher the Helig group, but changing it to something else.
I think, Chair, sorry, I didn't put my hand up again. By you, Chair. I think what we
Yes.
can do here as well is do a transition change. So you leave HELIC, but you put academic and research libraries as the first, and it just be put in
brackets.
and in brackets. You have HELIC, so people still know that it's still the HELIC kind of thing. So that transition.
Yes.
So by next year, you can change it completely.
Absolutely.
That will be my
Supported.
suggestion.
Thank you so much, Larshan. Dr. Lynn?
Thank you, Chair. I support that, Larshan. And I don't know if you colleagues, I made a suggestion in the chat earlier for that coffee talk topic that we talked about, from Helig, Retic to ARL. I don't know if that would be something. So it would then also help members then, with a name change, to have this coffee talk. And then, it starts, just helping people to, yes, just understand that, okay, we're no longer going to be called Helig or Retic, that it's combined. And yes, I don't know if that's going to be the acronym or there's something else in mind, but that was just a suggestion.
Okay, that ARL, the minute I saw that, I remember of the academic research libraries from ALA. So I'm not sure if can we use that.
I don't know.
Sorry, what about South African academic and research libraries?
So SAARL.
So Ingrid, be thinking alike, because I put it the same. I put it in the chat box before you even said it.
You think
SAL.
SAL.
Yes.
One more A, yeah.
Yeah, SAL.
Yep. I think that then covers us, Dina. That's a good point, yes. Yeah, that
Or
can work.
or it could be, yeah.
Right. So all of these are noted, colleagues, and also the transitioning of the naming on social media as well, so that we don't appear as Hailey, because I think now I'm not sure, Maropini, in terms of Rettig, was there any WhatsApp group or social media platforms?
No, Chair. We did not have, yeah. I know. In
Okay.
short, we did not have. Thank you.
I see they have a page on Facebook with 547 followers.
And we had no access. We remember we were told, I think 2019 or 2020, that it was created by Maropeni when she was the PRO of Rettig. Maropeni has now left Rettig. I think even Liasa, we no longer have the password, I think, to access that platform. In terms of on the admin side, I think.
Yeah, because I
So we're
see
not
the last
been
post
using-
was in 2021.
Yeah, exactly. That was when that person was still in the office. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Larshan?
Chair, I just want to ask. I don't know if this committee has that liberty to make these changes and stuff. I don't know. This is just my thought that you and the new committee should be thinking up of a name and that kind of thing. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, this grouping does not really exist in the constitution. So I
No, we
don't
are
know.
not there.
Yeah, so I think this is a good platform that we are giving you ideas and suggestions, but I think the new committee will determine what's the way forward in terms of the name and that kind of thing. If I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
you mean in terms of our social media platforms?
Social media platforms, the name of the grouping and that kind of thing. I don't know.
Yes. Okay. You mean the name of the grouping or the sector? Because the sector is academic
sector.
and research libraries.
sector. Yeah, the sector, yeah.
That is the name, academic and research libraries.
Yeah. So yeah, for your social media branding and all that kind of thing, I think the new committee would determine that.
Yes, I think I stand to also be corrected. Can we keep the name of the new sector and transition from Halig as we go along?
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid that we might confuse our membership as well.
Yes. So I
But
agree.
how?
I'm saying our
Oh,
ideas and our ideas that we're putting forward is not bad.
Yes.
Because
No, not at all.
We're still part of the sector anyway. So what I'm saying is, yeah, and I think the new committee would also acknowledge and approve these kind of things.
But
Noted.
how do
Dr.
we? Sorry, Chair.
Please go
How
ahead.
do we then market these events now that we're planning to have? As I understand, the sector is already, I mean, the name is already there. We are
Yes.
just sort of planning activities up until conference. But now, having said that, how are we marketing this? Are we still then going to be as we marketing any events now leading up until conference as Hilig, or it's under the new sector name?
With all these changes, especially in terms of marketing, I think because we don't want to leave Rettig behind, as Maropeni is currently the only member. So we need to make sure that we don't leave anyone behind, but also be inclusive. So going with the sector, the current sector naming, I think will work, colleagues. I'm not sure what is the
Chair,
feeling around that.
Chair, I would say that it would be like, as we mentioned earlier, a transition name where you have
Yes.
academic and research libraries and you put Helix/Rettig.
Retic
In
in
brackets.
brackets. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In brackets. Sorry, I missed out. I missed out Retic there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
I could do this. We could do this live while I've got the page up.
Oh, it's already done.
No, I've got the page up. We could do this live. I mean, we can edit the info on the Facebook page right now.
Okay.
And it currently says, the intro says Higher Education Libraries Interest Group of Liasa, and at Helic News on Twitter. And we can edit that. They're only a few characters. Not too. It's not a long thing. But we can say what's it? Academic.
Ingrid,
Yes.
sorry, could you try? Could
yeah.
you try to put the new name in and then the bracket spot? Will it take all of
Libraries.
those characters?
Hold on, I'm going to Academic and Research Libraries sector of Liasa. I'm going to take of Liasa. Okay. Previously,
Let's just hope it's not too long.
and Retic.
Or maybe former Helic Retic / Retic. Would that work?
Formerly Helic plus Retic.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm going to click on save, and you guys can, because it should update.
Okay.
So it's on the,
Oh, there we go. It's there.
okay. I'm not sure we can change the name, but we can see what we do there. Okay, no, that doesn't help. What is the about? No, about doesn't. But so the intro has been changed, but I'll have to play around. I'll have to play and yeah.
As the administrator, it's still showing Liasa Helic because I'm the administrator.
Yes, Liasa, yes, it's still showing, but the intro
has changed.
The intro's changed. I
No,
haven't
the heading.
managed, but the heading,
My
I
heading says Liasa
can't don't know how to change that. If you know how to change that,
yeah, I think we will just find a way.
We'll just have to find a way.
Yeah, to change that.
But I've changed the bio.
Thank you very much.
saying that, but I can't change the Liasa Helic. I don't know how to. We'll have to Google that or YouTube that.
Yeah, I'm sure there must be a way.
Okay, so I've done that, and let's just see if
we can. I can change it. Give me the whole heading. Give me the whole heading. Academic.
And research libraries.
And can I put it in, just put Helic / Retic?
Yes, yeah.
Or Helic plus, just the way it appears on the bio, on the intro.
I was asking for a password.
Oh God, it's your password.
Do I even know that? I don't know my password.
But you could see how to do that. You could see how to change that. I'll have to fiddle.
Yeah. So you go to page setup. Go onto settings.
Okay.
If you go to settings.
we're doing this live. We're doing this live. Okay, just hold on. Settings. Yes, there we go. Settings. Page details.
So it's page setup.
Page setup. There we go. Name, view. Okay.
And edit.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we're calling it. Tell me what we're calling it.
Academic and research libraries.
And research libraries.
And then you don't have to put the whole heading. I don't think so. And then you just put in brackets formerly Helic and Retic plus Retic.
Retic. Okay. If you change your name on Facebook, you can't change it again for 60 days. All right.
Oh,
I'm
Oh my
going to.
wow. I didn't know that.
Okay.
We are learning.
I'm going to go review change. Oh, for flip's sake, what's my password?
I couldn't remember that either. That's why.
No, it's okay, no. Right. It's my own password. Okay. Oh. Creating content with this name is not allowed. Try academic and research libraries. Okay, so let me just not take the bracket. Let me take the brackets out. And change that to ampersand and take out the other bracket. Right. Review change. Password. Request change. There we go. No, has it? Okay, I don't know if it has. Did it work? Okay, there we go. And the Facebook username on Facebook remains Liasa Helig.
Yes, it has changed.
Okay, and then the username remains Liasa Helig because that's what it is. So unless I go change it to Liasa Academic and Research Libraries. I change that. Liasa. Okay. Academic and Research Libraries. Oh, doesn't like academic research libraries, doesn't like the ampersand. Username is available. So I'm just changing it to Liasa Academic and Research. Okay, you'll see. Right.
It's changed already.
Okay. All
Yes,
right.
thank you so much. Finally.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we've got, and I'm now going to go out of that and go back to myself. Okay. Wow. All right. So we've done that.
Yes. Thank you, colleagues.
You know, I think we need to inform the membership because they would think it's a fake profile, you know. So in some way we need to inform them.
Yes, of this name change.
Yeah.
Will a post do now? Just to
Because
inform
I know I'm
members.
very wary of fake profiles and cloning of profiles. I'm very wary of it, you know.
What
Okay.
about a message?
From the
I haven't
Liasa
done
office.
that in yes, I haven't done that in ages. From the
Udina-
Liasa platform. My
Yeah,
Liasa
Udina can
platform.
do it via the national office.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you've
Yeah.
got the, yeah.
thanks.
Yes, thank you so much. And this will also motivate others to join as well. We'll just share the link to this page as well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
phew,
And just and the thing is, Dina, you just need to explain to them that they were HELIC members before. They don't have to rejoin. They're already there.
Mm.
Yes. All right. Colleagues, if there's nothing else, I think we've gone past our time. Under general, are there any other matters that burning matters that we can quickly?
Chair, I just want to give a suggestion that if we want to have something activity in the next month or two,
Yes.
I don't know, Lynn is one of our international members. I don't know if she has any library links wherever she is. I mean, in Canada and stuff. If we can get some international speaker on some subject matter, I'm just
Oh,
brainstorming.
sure. That would be nice, but at the moment it is summer vacation. So people, yes, are kind of quiet now. But I can do some, depending on the topic we want
Yeah.
to start with. Then sure, I can
Is there a library
certainly.
Is there a library
Yes,
association?
yes, I'm just a new member of the British
Okay.
Columbian Library Association. So I could
If they do have
ask.
if they do have a higher education or academic library section, maybe we can get
Mm.
a speaker. It doesn't have to be specific.
Yes,
Mm.
anyone from there that can speak on a particular topic
Yeah.
Sure.
of interest.
I'll do some asking around and see what I can. Maybe I'll
Whilst the
ask
international- whilst the international is
our
using-
liaison librarian if she'd like to participate and present on something.
Sure.
I'll ask around.
Oh, interesting, Ingrid. So it will do good to have an international speaker after so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, colleagues, thanks a lot for that recommendation, Larshan and Dr. Lin, for also taking on this task to engage one of the members in the professional body as well.
Sorry, thank you, Chair. I just wanted to note one aspect that could be challenging for the presenter from Canada is, and the province where I'm based is the time difference. South Africa at the moment is 9 hours ahead. So that could be the only challenge for the presenter, to accommodate a session where, South African members would like to participate live. That would be a bit of a challenge in getting the time right.
Oh, Larshan, did you say pre-record?
Yes.
And if there are any questions,
to engage.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Yes, our normal lunchtime sessions that we try and arrange so we can accommodate many colleagues, that would be in the early hours of the morning for Canadians. So that's just the only challenge I wanted to mention at this stage. But let's see what I can arrange.
Yeah, otherwise we'll just have to wake people up so that they present at a time when our colleagues are available. But yeah,
Okay. Let's see how it
Alright.
goes. I'll keep you all posted.
all right. Thank you very much. And it seems as if we do need an international speaker, as well. So if we don't win with having someone from the British Colombian professional body, then we can look somewhere else where the time difference might not be that much.
Yes, I could even try my colleagues from IFLA, IT section, still in contact with him. So that's another option.
Thank you
That will be
for
fine
that.
too.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Colleagues, any other thing quickly besides what we have discussed so far?
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Dina, and everyone. I've just realized that I've been sending my messages to the Read AI meeting notes.
Oh my goodness.
Towards the end of
Oh,
the
me
meeting,
too.
like, I've been
Me too.
posting the links and I'm like, wow, is everybody
Yes.
seeing my messages? But
Mine too.
welcome to AI world. I found it interesting, funny.
Yeah, AI, hey?
Yeah.
And imagine having a session on this Read AI as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Interesting.
Yeah, colleagues, I think without wasting any more time, this brings us to the end of our meeting. So, Teresa, will you be helping with the minutes?
Yes, definitely. I will.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, colleagues, this brings us to the end of our meeting. So, from my side, I will reach out to the LIASA office in terms of what has been recommended this coffee talk, having a coffee talk session as a platform to engage our membership and also to have one speaker as well. So it can probably be a colleague that Dr. Lynn would be assisting us with, or identifying someone who can be a guest speaker at this coffee talk. Thank you very much, colleagues, for once again availing yourselves, and well noted, Teresa. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Ingrid, travel safely, and all the best with the workshops in Kimberley. Thank you so much,
Okay,
colleagues.
yeah. Okay.
Thank you,
All
colleagues.
right.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.